everyone. Welcome to the Weight Room, the fitness-friendly podcast. I'd like to thank you for joining us here today at the Cade, the one and only arcade bar, in Bloomington. I know you got a saloon up there, so I didn't know.
Yeah, the saloon's upstairs, bar's down.
My guest today has biceps the size of Dragon Balls, veins going longer than Snake Way, and he owns the hottest new bar in Bloomington. Please welcome my good friend Jeremy Black.
Hi guys.
How you doing?
Good.
That's the most awkward part.
It's alright. You get it out of the way. It's no big deal.
So how long has the bar been open?
We opened December 8th, so...
Right before Christmas.
About 4 months.
How'd that go?
Opening was insane. There was so many people. Bloomington was very receptive. I think it was overdue for an arcade bar.
Are you still pretty popular on the weekends at this point?
Yeah, we still have a nice following on the weekends and weekdays. It's at first when we first opened, since it was the new thing in town, I was afraid that what was happening, we were getting so busy that it was like too many people, not enough room to move. Games were getting taken right away, and that was like the only negative that we had. Now we're kind of starting to fall into a good little niche crowd of who knows what time to come in. It's obviously better on the weekdays, like Sunday through Wednesday, and the cover charge is less. So we do a cover at the door, and then the games are all free to play.
And you do a trivia night. When's that?
The last Monday of every month. So on Mondays we do Anime Mondays.
Okay.
And so the last Monday of every month, whichever one of the animes we were talking about in here for the Anime Monday, we'll have a trivia based on that anime.
Have you done Dragon Ball yet?
We haven't done Dragon Ball.
Okay, let me know what you do.
That's such a big one. That's a huge...
When you do
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, which one are we going to do?
Dude, if you do GT, I'll wipe the floor. No one likes GT but me. Like,
I never watched it.
Super Saiyan 4
I was kind of over
best.
it with Boo. When the Boo saga started, that's when I kind of...
You need to skip half of GT because they're just running around in space.
Yeah, exactly.
But the second half, when he finds Super Saiyan 4, he starts fighting like dragons.
Oh yeah, each one of the Dragon Balls is a dragon.
Yeah,
right?
you nailed it.
And then it ends with the huge white dragon, Omni Shenron.
Yeah, just Omega Shenron.
Omega Shenron.
Yeah, he's he does have like a weird Shenron name before he's Omega. So you're the owner of this bar, but you were the manager.
My fiance and I are the owners.
Okay, so you both own.
Yes.
Okay, and you were the manager.
I could not do this without it. It's a lot. Running a business is a lot.
I bet.
And then yeah, my dad's owned the video saloon for 38 years, so I've been the GM up there, doing the liquor orders, beer orders, scheduling, training,
Do you still
bartending regularly. Yep, still do all of that, and we do the downstairs now.
Do you bartend here often?
Not as often as I'd like, but that's why we got such awesome bartenders, so that we could comfortably let them be down here and still be able to run both businesses.
Yeah.
Usually if I'm here, I'm just down here hanging out with customers, helping the barbacks clean up games, making sure people are having fun.
How often do you bartend here, and how often do you bartend?
Here probably once every other week, and then upstairs 3, 4, 5 times a week.
Okay. Man, that is a lot.
It is.
And then you obviously still work out, I would hope so. Because if not, that's really unfair to everyone else in the world.
Yes, I still work out.
How often do you work out? Is it just whenever you can?
I try and go as often as I can, of course. Since opening the business, haven't really been able to get into as good of a routine as I used to have. But at least 5 days a week is what I'm shooting for. But workouts can be anything for me. It doesn't have to be going to the gym and lifting weights.
Yeah.
Rock climbing is a workout if you make it a workout. If you just go and rock climb and have fun, that's great.
Yeah.
But if you want to get really good at rock climbing, you can train your body at the gym.
Focusing on that.
For lock-offs or for increasing your grip strength or just overall flexibility. Core strength, as you know, is one of the most important parts of climbing.
Yeah, you used to teach the core class at Acacia Heights. Do you, whenever you go climbing, or really just, so you don't, this is not like you follow a plan, but instead you just go in with one thing focused? I usually
set a goal, an attainable goal, and then go hard until I can get that goal. So right now, my new goal, they just put up new routes on all the auto delays at Acacia Heights.
Okay.
So my new goal is to get all 15 of those routes in less than an hour.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a lot harder than
less than an hour. That's like Yosemite stuff, where they try to do the nose in a day or something.
So I'm working on endurance, and then also you have to be able to conserve energy, which is one of the hardest things.
Okay. Do you have any outdoor goals, or you just mostly a gym?
I'd like to go to the Red at least 3 times this summer.
That'd be really good. But
there's no reason to go. for me, I don't have fun at doing things unless I'm good at it. That's how most people are.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't necessarily want to play all the games in here because they know they're not good at it. And if you're not good at something, it kind of is discouraging.
There's some games I have never played before in this place. It's really fun. I mean, it's really old school. What do you think is like more popular, like the Nintendo 64 or your arcade games?
It's hit or miss. Depends on who the client is.
I feel like everyone's clamoring for the N64.
The 64s are always getting fought over, and then
Smash Brothers and Cards.
We usually have wait lists back there, and I mean we also have some cool board games like Cards Against Humanity. People wait for that.
That would be great. I'm totally good. Sue wants to come back here.
And, yeah, you definitely got there. But the arcade games will get pretty big weights for like NBA Jam, Area 51, Galaga all the time.
Galaga.
People love Galaga.
That one's pretty fun. So what kind of drinks do we got here? I have the Super Saiyan, of course.
Super Saiyan, yeah. Our whole drink menu is based on nerdy vibes, you know. So we got
like Game of Thrones, Star Wars.
Yeah, Milk of the Poppies are Thrones drink right now.
Yeah.
We've got a Qui-Gon's gin.
That was a really good. It's one of the best gin and tonics.
Always drives me crazy when people say the Qui-Gon.
The
Qui-Gon gin.
Liam Neeson gin.
Like you have no idea. Or they're like, can I get a Super Saiyan?
A Super Saiyan?
Super Saiyan, please.
Do you think like, are they already drunk at that point, or they're just
they just actually don't know like the nerd culture. You know?
So is Dragon Ball like the thing you're most like nerdy about, or is there something else? Because you seem to be well-rounded in that sort of stuff. Like you like all anime and you like Marvel
I do all
stuff?
kinds of dorky stuff. My fiance and I will have Pokemon card battles.
That's awesome.
Just randomly, if we're having a bad day, we'll go and buy a new deck of Pokemon cards.
My
I mean, it's like $13 and you can get a starter.
Do you like the newer ones?
Yeah, they're all fun.
Okay.
Pokemon cards is actually a really good game. Like there's a lot of depth to it. You know?
I play Yu-Gi-Oh on my phone. Like they have one that's just like the card game.
I've got it too.
Yu-Gi-Oh links.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, I love it. It's my favorite game.
Yeah, that. Video games, I'll nerd out on those a lot. Anime is one of my favorite things. Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, because she's pretty buff.
Yeah, she's makes most dudes look.
I know. When I first saw her, she's like, who was that woman? Like,
that's Chelsea.
First
time we went on a date, she took me mountain biking.
That's awesome.
And so like rock climbing, you know, I love the adrenaline.
Yeah,
so
that's why I met her.
She, is Sue?
Well, you're
Chelsea,
yeah. You know, I think this has been off the entire time.
It's alright. Got these two going.
Yeah, that's all that matters. It's your face.
So she took us she took me mountain biking, and I expected to like have fun and like, you know, kind of be waiting on her once in a while. She just kicked my ass the entire time.
Oh yeah. So she
up
was
the
like
hill and down the hill. I'm just chasing this beautiful woman. Like, I'm in love.
One day, when you proposed to her, did you like finally pass her on the mountain bike course?
Yeah,
like,
no.
I've earned it.
No, I did. I played a song for her on guitar.
I was gonna ask, so that's how you proposed? Did you take her to a dinner or anything?
We bought a house and we have a dog, and so she and I fixed up that entire house and then raised the puppy and built this entire bar together. And
I watched you build it. It was amazing.
I built this in-ground fire pit in the backyard at home.
So
and
cool.
so we hadn't really broken it in yet because we've been so busy with this. So about a week before we opened here, we had a fire in the in-ground fire pit for the first time. I mean, it'd been sitting there for 5 months, not touched. And yeah, I don't know. It was just nice. We were surrounded by the home that we built together and the dog that we raised, and she encourages me to sing and play guitar. So it was just
that's really
right,
cool.
You know? So
was it like something you wrote, or was it something?
No, it was a Lumineer song that I played for her one of the first times we went on a date.
Aww. See, I took because I mean, we were in Muncie, and there's only so much nostalgia in Muncie, but I took her to the first place we had a date. In the first place, like, I kind of fell in love with her just in front of a coffee house, and that's why I proposed. But it was like...
How long did you have the ring before?
Oh, a couple months. Like, it was in my room, and she was in the same room, and I was, like, sweating.
Yeah, always.
It was hidden, but I'm like, what if she just randomly finds it? But we were...
I couldn't hold on to mine. It was like burning a hole in my pocket. Like right when I had it, I was like, I can't wait to ask.
I almost sat on mine.
So excited.
Because we went back to my place after dinner, and I'm like, oh, let's go to this yoga place across the street from the coffee house for dessert. And
wait, did you say yogurt or yoga?
Yogurt.
Okay, I thought you said yoga.
No.
What?
She was in yoga pants. No.
Yeah.
And so we walked, and I had it in my car, and I had to sneak in my butt pocket.
Yep.
And it was bulging out, so I had to keep her on my left side, and slightly in front. And
it's so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and I sat down for a second. I heard it crunch, and I just sat like this. It was so bad.
I had it in my inside jacket pocket, and wanted to take my jacket off to play. And so then I like picked up the guitar, but then decided to take my coat off and had to be super careful that it didn't fall out.
Yeah. That's, oh man.
I couldn't even breathe, dude. That was so scary.
Do you guys have like a date or anything?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's fair.
We've been talking about a winter wedding. We both like snow.
Yeah, and you guys have been super busy.
Yeah, and she's incredible. I was looking into her Instagram the other day, and she has like saved wedding photo ideas or wedding plans.
Do you have a
for me.
Pinterest?
Pinterest, yeah, maybe that was it. So anyway, there's one of all of the bridesmaids and groomsmen. They've got lightsabers instead of walking with
I've
their
seen
swords.
that.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
I'm looking through her Pinterest, and she has this stuff saved for me, and I'm like, oh.
We had a very Pinteresty wedding, and this is a lot of like antique stuff, a lot of flowers. It was very sweet. It was so windy though. It was on this like, her family friends owned this like farm property, and they had like this big barn that was a rec center. They were kind of wealthy, so they had like beds in there, and so it was on this big, beautiful farmland. But it was flat and the tallest place in this county, so it was really windy. And we had these antique doors where she was going to come through when it was the wedding. They blew over. They almost crushed one of the bridesmaids.
Oh my gosh.
It was literally like on her heels, and she just kept on walking like nothing happened. We have it on video. Like,
awesome.
But we just smiled and kept going.
That's how you got it. I mean, yeah, you can't let the little things bother you.
Yeah, that little person almost died though.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
So you drink alcohol, obviously.
Yep.
As do I. But do you do anything else like diet-wise? Do you try to eat clean? Do you follow anything?
I went grocery shopping yesterday, and it was a lot of Kind bars and Cliff bars. It's usually breakfast for me.
Yeah.
3 gallons of chocolate milk.
Oh my gosh!
One of the cheapest ways you can get protein is chocolate milk.
That's
and it helps with recovery a lot because the sugars and the proteins and the amount of fat are ideal for helping muscles recover.
I drink chocolate milk every time. I took a weightlifting class in high school every time that class was over.
I'll go through about a gallon of chocolate milk every 2 days.
How many calories do you eat? Do you know?
Still not enough. I mean, if I want to gain weight, you have to eat so much.
What's your goal? Because
it changes all the time.
Because you're shredded. Like, you don't need to lose any weight. Yeah, thank you. You don't need to lose any weight. Are you just going to get bigger, stay the same? Like,
I usually want to have some good. So now I'm 28, right? I'm going to be 29 in a couple months.
You're like 25.
And when I was younger, it was all about aesthetics. I just wanted to look good because that would boost my confidence.
Yeah.
And that would make me feel better about being behind the bar in front of hundreds of people talking to me, or talking to girls, or it's weird. And so when I was younger, it was all about what do I want to look like, right? And now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize that having a functional body is more fun for me than just looking good. Like, I always want to be able to touch my elbows together. When I get too big that I can't touch my elbows,
I can't do
something wrong. So rock climbing right now is on the forefront of my goals. So I'm just trying to get strong for maybe the next competition, and I'll compete and hopefully get in the top 3.
What competition? Do you do bodybuilding competitions?
No, the climbing competitions.
Oh.
So there's one in Hulu coming up, and
do you travel for those?
I would. I usually go to the Indianapolis one.
Yeah, we hung out there and the Bloomington one. Like once, but that was, you don't really do rope climbing, and I always do rope climbing. If it was bouldering, you kick my butt. Have you been there recently?
Yeah, I've been going a lot more lately. So when we opened this, I lost 20 pounds when we were working on this bar.
Because you're so busy.
It was just constantly, I built all of the boots and the tables. And
that's heavy lifting though.
Non-stop. When we were building this, obviously we had to work a lot. 60, 80-hour weeks. Didn't get to work out enough, and after we got it comfortably running, we started going to the gym a little bit more here and there. And you know how disheartening it is whenever we're going to the gym, and I finally got my goal of getting 305 on bench. And I was like feeling great, and then
shitty bench.
And then I was like, my squat was getting up to the 3s, and then didn't work out for 3 months, go back into the gym, and I can barely rep 185, and I'm like, this is insane.
Like when you go in regularly, do you do kind of more like, what's your rep range? Or do you change depending on?
You always have to change if you want to see, it depends on where you're going for. If I wanted to get in shape for martial arts again, then I'd probably be doing higher reps. And be throwing in cardio right in between. So I'd be doing something like bench press, 12 reps, and then as many push-ups as I can do. 30-second rest, and then going right back into another slightly heavier bench, and then doing as many push-ups as I can do. So just pushing my body until it can't go anymore. That's for like fighting shape. If I'm getting in climbing shape, then I need to be working constantly on like grip strength, these small, tiny little balance muscles. So right now that's what I'm doing. I'm doing like lat pull downs, instead of grabbing full, I'll grab with the fingertips. And then I'll start with like 30 reps, and then I'll go down to 20, and then 10, and then 5.
Okay.
And then for grip training, people like to sit there and do the
the ball thing.
Yeah, go climb. You
it's
know?
good for a warm up.
It is, but actually go climb. That's how you're gonna get your grip strength.
Yeah. Interesting.
Pistol squats. You ever do those?
I can almost do one. I had to do
one. See what you got.
All right. Well, luckily leg day today. Today was
leg days today.
No, it's supposed to be tomorrow.
So knock over the camera.
Whole day.
Oh, almost. You nailed it. Try to get the other leg.
All right. Got to even it out.
Nice.
Oh, my balance is as good on that leg. See you do it.
Mine, I do like
there. Oh no, low power mode. How long has this not been recording?
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your favorite thing to do, like fitness-wise? Like you got lifting, running, climbing.
Right now, it's rock climbing. I also like lifting. I like doing power lifts so that I can increase overall body strength. So the 3 power lifts that I focus on, it's a workout that I do with Ari. It'll be bench, squat, deadlift, incline bench, and then shoulder press.
Just hit all.
Yep. So I'll do that. No, exactly. So no arm workouts. And I'm like surprised.
Do you arm
I
workouts?
lost. I used to be very into it, and I would focus on like I would do all kinds of different bicep curls, triceps, all kinds of different exercises. But I'm trying a new routine now because that's what fitness is all about. Trying new stuff.
How long have you been doing it?
About 2 months, and I've been gaining weight and not still able to fill out my shirt. That's
okay.
Feeling good on that. So I'll climb 2 or 3 days in a row.
Okay.
And then I'll do squat, deadlift, bench, incline bench, and shoulder press.
Just like day after day after day.
Yeah, so 2 climb or 3 climb, and then hit that, and then if I need a rest, then I'll take a rest 1 day off. So
okay.
Like 4 in a row, and then take a break.
So you're just a full body man, basically.
Right now. That's what I'm going for right now.
And it's been working for 2 months.
Yes, for 2 months. I'm definitely in shape to the point where I'm happy.
Before, were you kind of just more sporadic about it, or?
No, before I got into that routine, I was building this, and then before that, it was all about doing heavy lifts at the gym. I would do a push day, a pull day, and a leg day at the gym.
That's kind of how I do now, but I'm doing more like calisthenic stuff, like archer pull-ups around the world, stuff like that. Trying to eventually do a front lever.
Increase the cardio?
Yeah, a little bit.
Front lever.
I'm getting there. I still am using resistance band, but like my one leg front lever is better, and I'm feeling stronger. Today was a really good one.
Front lever on pull-up bar? Are you saying like leveling out?
Pull-up bar, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Carlos kills it with those. You ever seen
Really?
those?
I just got gymnastics rings too, so I'm gonna. Last time I was able to do a muscle up only on rings. I can't do it clean on a bar either.
You can.
I've done it before, but it's been a while. I haven't been able to practice it because like the only bars I can use that have head clearance are on the B line or
I
the
haven't done it in
custom.
a while.
I bet you could.
Yeah, I bet I could do one right now.
You're pretty strong just from looking at your
It's
veins.
a lot of mental. It's, getting over that bar, it's just not a natural feeling.
And it's kind of a
First
lot of
time you do it,
technique.
you're like, oh.
Yeah. It's like with anything, you do it once, you can do it again. Like
You have those days where you go into the gym too, and you'll do a pull-up, and you feel like you're like, wow, I am pulling way up today.
Yeah,
And then
like
you
my chin.
You're just like, oh, there I am. I got it. Like it just happened one day.
Hey, did you used to like do them a lot, or can you just do them?
I would just throw them in when I was working out. I wouldn't focus on doing them over and over.
Okay.
The only kind of workout that I would focus on like that right now is headstand, handstand, push-ups.
Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to do more of those. Like eventually, I'll get my handstand.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a home gym? Do you have what are you dedicated to?
The home gym just has a squat rack.
You have a squat rack?
Yeah. The home gym cost me about $800.
Once I have a home,
including the flooring.
Yeah, no. Once I have a home, I've seen a couple different versions, like a basement or something. Want a squat rack? Like I priced it.
Nice and clean. It's really not that bad. I got mine at Dick's, and it came with 300 pounds of weights, a 45-pound bar, the connections on top. I can turn into dip bars, or I can do lower pull-ups.
That's awesome.
I have a TRX band in the gym.
I got TRX.
I've got a 100-pound heavy bag, and I've got the dumbbells that you can switch the amount of weight you want.
I thought about getting those. Yeah.
And then they go up to it's from 5 to 8.
It's I thought about getting those.
It's more than enough.
Yeah, but I got I went a little more bulky. I got just stackable weights and an easy weight stack thing I can just put in my closet,
Nice.
and then an easy bar. So I can still do like
Easy bars are great.
I can't go super heavy, but I can get a workout into my office.
Exactly.
And I can put a double end bag up. I think I can put my heavy bag on it because it's
the office.
It's a TRX anchor, and like it holds my body weight. And I don't think the heavy bag. It's not like a big one.
No, I don't think you'd have to worry about it is if you actually lifted the bag up and it fell.
Nah, that wouldn't happen.
You'd have to hit it real hard.
Yeah, I don't have that much room to hit it hard, but it'd be good just to have like something a little more solid than a double end bag.
That'd be fun.
And my neighbors upstairs are loud anyway, so hell with it.
Screw it.
I have a double end bag, not double end bag, a speed bag that I can put on a door frame.
Oh, those are awesome.
And it's also a pull-up bar,
That's
and
fun.
it's really loud
So
though.
that's the kind of stuff I like. Yeah, speed bags are noisy.
Yeah, I kind of put it away until I'm like, if we're in an apartment, I can't use it. It's too loud.
Nope.
I need like a special place to
That's why
use
I like
it.
having a house.
Nice. So who's like a fitness role model for you or inspiration?
Growing up, I have 2 older brothers, so I always had to be stronger, faster than they were.
Is that how you got into fitness?
That's how I got into it, yeah. Because I was constantly getting beat up by them, and I was like, that's enough, you know. So I took a weights class in school, and I remember one day in high school we had a push-up contest for the whole high school, right? And you have to get like 50 if you want to pass in grade, and then after that it was just for bragging rights. And so my brother had the record that day, and the gym teacher, obviously, when I walked in, he was like, your brother's beat everybody else by 20, got 120 push-ups.
Did you smoke him?
I got 121.
Nice.
I sat there and was struggling. You couldn't let your knees touch. You could take breaks by locking off if you wanted to, but the second that your elbows and knees, you were done. And they had a little plank on the ground, and there was a clicker on the bottom of it.
So you had to tap it?
You had to lower it all the way. You know, there was no half push-ups. You just had to go. So yeah, that was the day when I was like, all right, I'm totally gonna get stronger than Jordan.
I started a staff fitness thing at Hoosier Heights, and it was like one of them was like how many push-ups you could do in a minute, and you had to have a witness. And I got 60 in a minute. And
nice.
Then,
That's nice.
It was rough, but yeah, it was one of those things where me and the other guy were like side by side, and you had to like touch the chest, and it was a whole thing. It was great.
I don't know who my model would be. I want to be the best me that I can be, because we've got only so much things that we can control in our lives. You know, there's a lot of things that happen every day. Like you can't stop time, for example. When you are working and you work through the night, the sun rises the next day no matter what. Even if you want to go to bed without the sun rising, it's gonna rise, and there's nothing.
You gotta keep going.
The way you look and the way you feel is something you have 100% control over. So the kind of food that you're eating and what kind of a body you want to have, you're stuck with it every single day too. You know, I can't control what the air is going to be outside.
Yeah.
If there's a lot of pollution in the air, I can do my part, but I don't have complete control over that.
Yeah.
But I do have complete control over what my body is able to do. The only thing holding me back is me. So if I get into the gym and actually do what I need to do to make me happy, then I am my own critic, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to ever, at one point when I'm 60, be like, man, I wish I would have done more rock climbing, because I can do more rock climbing.
Yeah.
It's totally up to me.
Yeah. Go with the present. Go as you feel.
Yeah, that's what
Follow your
I think
dreams.
fitness should be for people, you know? This is the one thing you have total control over. And
Yeah.
it's one thing you're stuck with no matter what. You can't change it. You can have surgery if you want, but you're still not going to be happy. If you have to have surgery, I mean, it turns into a...
Yeah. I think part of that comes to just like experience and wisdom of just like knowing your body and having the knowledge of the chemical balances of how it affects you, of why these things are important, and just to make that decision of like, it's a good thing. Like people don't understand that like the things that we like right now are killing us, and the things that we don't like will keep us alive longer. And once you flip your attitude and kind of push towards that, it's not so bad. It's really good. And you want it.
It's challenging. It's the instant gratification over the long-term earned happiness, you know? So like a lot of times when I get off work at 5 in the morning bartending, I can go over to a friend's house and we could all drink beer until 7 in the morning, and then I can go to bed at 8 or 9 and then wake up at 2 and do the same thing the next day. And yeah, that's fun. I mean, I got to hang out with my friends, I got to drink beer. But I personally think it's more fun to try and get home early, go to bed, wake up early the next day, and then go out and do something like rock climbing. Or because drinking with friends, fun once in a while. rock climbing, it's endless. I mean, there's so many different kinds of...
Yeah, it's like
It can take you anywhere. Or mountain biking. Or I've never done hang gliding. I'd love to try that.
That'd be really fun.
I can't do that if I'm not in good enough shape.
But you want to do...
there's things you just cannot enjoy if you're not in good enough shape.
Yeah, for real.
You can't go mountain climbing. It's just not going to happen.
Even hiking places. Like,
Exactly.
I have like clients and my family members who like hike the Grand Canyon. You can't do that unless you like train a little bit.
My dad summited Mount Rainier. So
How
he's
tall is
definitely
that?
a fitness inspiration for me. I don't know, 14? It's up there. It's super tall. It's one of the
My parents do
scariest
14ers
mountains in North
too.
America. This one, look it up. It's crazy.
My phone works for looking up mountains.
Yeah, look up Mount Rainier. It's insane.
The video doesn't work anymore, but whatever. I bet I have to update it. I haven't updated it in like a fortnight. Alright, what was it called? Mount what?
Mount Rainier. R-A-N-I-E-R. Or maybe R-A-I-N-I-E-R.
Yeah, it's like Rainier.
Rainier, yeah.
14411. Last eruption, 1894. Is that when your dad hiked it? You
Yeah,
said
right.
the world's like largest dump on top of this mountain.
And if you look at Mount Rainier ascending successful summits, it's not that high.
Do you think you're gonna ever just like go crazy from all the beeps and doops?
Listen to this. No other mountain is as extensively glaciated or has as much prominence. The scale and character of Mount Rainier is more akin to an Alaskan or Andean peak. The highest trailhead requires the climber to gain 9,000 feet of elevation to reach the summit, as much as from Everest ABC to its summit. The weather on Mount Rainier, so somebody dies trying to summit every year.
When did he do that? How old was he?
45, 46. I was a kid. I
Wow.
was a really little kid. He also sailed across the Mediterranean, I believe. Maybe the Gulf of Mexico.
Like by himself or just?
It was him and his brother and a captain and a deckhand. And it got
Jeez.
crazy. I mean, the captain broke his ribs the first night, rolled off the bed because of this huge wave.
You're gonna have to come over to my place when this is in like for the Cade, and I want to hear more about your family.
He's insane.
This sounds crazy. I mean, not nearly as impressive, but the fact I can brag about my dad has climbed like Devil's Tower.
That's sweet.
It's really, he's done it twice. Once with me, and the first time on his own. He's done Monkey Face in Oregon.
Damn.
He's done like,
See, that's rock climbing.
yeah,
Mount Everest isn't rock climbing. It's,
that's alpine.
It's mountain climbing.
Yeah.
You've got some ice picks and you've got nice shoes and you have to be careful with crevasses and tie off to your friends.
It's like, so
It's more deadly because you're not in total control.
it's
The
like
mountain is
forcing
in control.
yourself to survive. Like rock climbing, it's like I physically I'm gonna be challenged, but like with alpine climbing, it's like I might not come home, but like we'll see if I'm tough enough.
But then somebody like my dad sailed the Gulf, I'm pretty sure it was the Gulf of Mexico, and summited Mount Rainier, and then 3 years later had a heart attack that was this close to killing him.
Wow. Was it stress on his heart or was it just?
Just bad genes. I've got the same thing.
Oh,
But
man.
I'm aware of it, so I can take precautions.
Is that part of your sweating thing?
No, the hyperhidrosis is a family trait. My brothers have it. I've got it.
Is it your dad's side or?
Dad's side.
Okay.
And ADD, really bad ADD.
I kind of feel like I have not like heavy, but a little bit.
Probably.
I'm pretty
Most people.
shifty. I bought a fidget cube. Oh,
So much fun.
I think
I'll sit here and like constantly play with this thing.
yeah, that's part of the reason why I first got my vape. It's just like something to
Something to
like
do.
fiddle with. Were you a smoker before the vape?
Yeah. I would smoke about a half pack a day for 3 years.
Man, I never knew this about you.
When you're a bartender, it's one of the easiest ways to get a break. You know, they're like,
I bet.
I'm gonna go on a smoke break. It's like, no, it's my turn for the smoke break.
When
actually.
I had a vape at Hoosier Heights, like people would take smoke breaks, especially in the morning because it's slow. Aww. It's okay, it's got vodka flavor now. But I would take like smoke breaks with the vape. It was so great just to get outside, especially in that dark gym.
Yeah, smoke breaks are nice. But also, just it's a life decision, you know. Do you want to be able to climb a mountain, or do you want to smoke cigarettes?
Yeah, my mom has this super deep story. When I was 18, I got cigars because I'm 18 and I could. I just wanted to like,
Yeah, for sure.
like I still smoke cigars on like special occasions. But we were camping in the Red, and I got these cigars at the Shell station, and she was like, "Brian, I'm gonna tell you a story of my first time with cigarettes." And she told me the story of how she was like, she ran in front of you, she was on the track, and she was like, I was holding a pack of cigarettes, and I was like, "Jane, you can either toss these cigarettes in the trash or you can go run for IU. She threw away the cigarettes and ran for IU.
Nice. That's
so
awesome.
it's super, but she told me that, she goes, now I'm going to let you make your own decisions.
Exactly right.
And I'm like, well, what am I going to do now?
And that's the instant gratification thing, you know? Like, what's more important?
Yeah, it's just like
smoking that cigarette because it gives you that like 5-10 seconds of endorphins, or doing something like competing and accomplishing goals and making your body better and living longer and feeling better when you wake up.
That's why I didn't smoke a cigarette. I smoked a cigar just because I'm like, I want the experience, because like you see it in all the movies.
I've smoked cigarettes, I've smoked cigars. It's all not worth it, really.
I'm not a pipe. I've cheated. I've smoked a cigarette like a cigar because it was freshman year of college, super cold. It was just like looking for something to like do as we were like marching from party to party, and like Muncie is just covered in ice, so it was just terrible. And one of my housemates was a smoker, so we had one. But I used to carry around Phillies like in a paper thing over the size of cigarettes, and it was bad.
But e-cigs, I've been smoking my e-cig for 3 or 4 years, and I feel fine.
I was gonna say, are you worried about it at all?
It doesn't affect me, no. I mean, just the unknown factor, but I've done my research. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand the science behind how the e-cig is working.
So far, it makes sense.
The only thing that I question is, are they actually putting into the juice what they say they're putting into the juice?
Yeah, the
government is regulating it now, but that doesn't really mean anything. Government regulates cigarettes. So.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it's not as bad as cigarettes as we know.
No, you're not.
It definitely is.
It can't be as bad as cigarettes because when you're smoking a cigarette, you're inhaling a burnt carbon.
Yeah,
the only way that you're doing that, exactly.
There's
that's what carcinogens are.
Like 70 in a cigarette or so. There could be more. Yeah.
So anytime you inhale any kind of smoke, your body immediately is like, what the fuck, get that out. But with an e-cig, it's a vapor. It's the same thing that comes out of fog machines.
With the light stuff, and I hate yours, like mine, that's the zero. It's like, I can't even feel it. Like the first time I hit it, I was like, did I even inhale like anything? And then when I put it out, I don't even know where mine went. Right here. Ah, dude. I went for the film. See, the one bad thing about this is because it's a cheap little thing, it doesn't have any like oxygen to intake, so you really gotta
try it. But it tastes good.
I got banana cream pie and cotton candy.
Nice. This one's melon cucumber mint. It's tasty. You got a vape brush? No, Indy E6.
Oh, okay.
But take good care of me over there.
Nice. When I went to, it was before I was even vaping, but I was walking past Vape Rush, and a guy I went to high school with works there.
Nice.
He was a big black football player, and he just has like super long dreadlocks. I think his name is Marcus. But he's just super cool. We just talked to him in my dad's class, because I went to the same high school my dad taught.
What did your dad teach?
He taught economics and AP government.
Nice.
He teaches just normal government too, but yeah, he's probably, he was my first episode of this thing.
Nice.
It's probably the smartest thing. We talked about birdman climbing and like how he met my mom.
That's awesome.
But he's really cool. Smartest man I know.
That's another thing too. I mean, fitness for you, it has to be partially like, now that you're married, you want to maintain your fitness level because as a matter of respect. I mean, this woman, this poor lady has to spend her entire life with you. If you let yourself go and you're not like a sexually attractive man anymore, then at some point she's gonna be like, this is bullshit. Why did I get signed up for this?
I'm already so weird enough. I like
that's part of my relationship stuff, you know.
You should see the episode before this. We built. It was my Tyler from Hoosier Heights. We built Dragon Ball Z models together.
That's
I have
awesome.
a whole shelf of them. But yeah, she's already stuck with this big old nerd.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So like you can at least stay in good enough shape that you guys can go kayaking or rock climbing. It doesn't matter what you look like per se. It's more about like being able to enjoy life.
Climbing is how we really like got to know each other and spend a lot of time together. And even when we first started like talking, we just lifted together. Like we just climbed and then we started lifting together, and it was just such a fun time of just like hanging out with each other and talking and sharing fitness. And we still do. Like we still climb. We try to lift and work out together whenever we can. She joined the boxing club.
Nice, that's awesome.
So yeah, and she still wants to learn about that. So I would say fitness has definitely like allowed us like to share each other.
As a couple.
Yeah, to efficiently share each other's time. And again, we're both like healthier for it. We feel good physically. Like we talk about all the time how
it just depends on what kind of life you want to live, you know? I mean, you could get in a relationship with somebody who, if you enjoy watching movies all the time, then like that's totally an opportunity in our generation. If you want that, you can have that.
I usually tell
personally,
people,
I prefer enjoying the outdoors while they're still.
Yeah, not everyone has to be an adventurous athlete, but everyone should try to strive to be like healthy with each other.
At
like,
least.
Yeah, you don't have to have a 6-pack, but you don't need to be like 228 pounds and like 5'9".
It's the one thing you have control over in your entire life. So whenever I see somebody who's in like horrible shape, I'm like, you don't care about your body.
Yeah, and then like,
especially,
and I've talked to my dad about this too. When you're married, I want to live for as long as I can with this beautiful woman. So I want to be healthy. I want to eat well. I don't want to die. So I'm going to take care of myself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking love, fitness, and business with us.
Yeah, of course.
So, would you like to have a plug, put anything, your Instagram, if you have a website or anything like that? You got any of these cameras, you can talk to me if you want.
We've got a Facebook right now. We need to get an Instagram going, but follow us on Facebook at the Cade 812. That'd be nice, and anytime you want to come by.
When's your new drink line drop?
New drink menu's coming out in a week, and we're gonna have the Mario Tart.
No,
Pixel Faded. Princess Peach Punch.
So we're Mario heavy.
Yeah, on this one so far.
You should have like the old Mario movie guy.
Drogon's Juice.
Oh my God.
It's a cold brew coffee, whiskey, and Fireball. That's what I was drinking.
Whoa!
Super good.
That sounds really good. What cold brew do you use?
Cadillac. It's something we get from Kroger.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Well, you guys heard it here first, folks, whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day.